It is August 22nd, 2016. This is the Watchman News, and I'm Mike Callahan. Steve Engel, a cherished member of our chat room and one of our viewers, is currently incarcerated, and he had heard about a couple of news stories that we would want to look into, and he had contacted me and given me enough information to be able to search for these stories and find them. We thank Steve, and our thoughts and prayers are with him, and hopefully he will be out soon. Okay, this is coming from the Hayes Daily News. I will put the link in the description tab. I'm speechless. Man's death tragic, inconceivable. The man killed in an officer-involved shooting was being remembered as a person full of life and excitement by relatives and high school classmates who were stunned by his death. Joseph Nathaniel Weber, 36, Hayes, was shot by a member of the Hayes Police Department following a traffic stop and a chase that ended in the 2300 block of Timber Drive on Thursday afternoon. Joe was a very kind, quiet, considerate young man, said a relative, who wished to remain anonymous as the family deals with the events surrounding the death. He would not hurt anyone. We can't fathom how this tragic act of violence could happen. Joe did have limitations, but had a wonderful outlook on life. He seemed to truly enjoy being involved with New Age and the activities such as bowling and softball. We will always have fond memories of our family's Christmas as Joe acted as Santa. He enjoyed buying popcorn, candy, and sparkling grape juice to share with us. He will be truly missed. Weber was a member of the Oakley High School class of 1999. Members of the class released a statement to the Hayes Daily News on Saturday afternoon. We loved Joey's smile that would start small and go across his face. He was quiet and reserved, but you could always tell he was thinking about something. The loss of his life is tragic and painfully inconceivable. The investigation surrounding the incident still is ongoing. Due to the nature of the investigation and the parties conducting the investigation, information will be fairly limited until they are further along in the process, said Ellis County Attorney Tom Dries. Dries said the officer involved, per department policy, has been suspended with pay pending the investigation. The Kansas Bureau of Investigation is handling the bulk of the investigation. Bruce Miller, special agent in charge of the Great Bend Division of the KBI, says he knows several rumors are circulating about what happened. It's just too early to say, Miller said on Friday afternoon. Of course, there's going to be all kinds of rumors floating around. We have to work them all out. According to a release late Thursday by the Ellis County Attorney's Office, Weber was stopped for a traffic infraction and failed to obey the officer's commands. As additional officers were called, he sped off from the Plaza Avenue and made his way onto Timber Drive. There, the release said, he got out of his vehicle and again failed to obey commands of the officer. The officer fired a shot, hitting the 36-year-old. He died at the scene. The incident happened at approximately 2:40 p.m. Thursday, and Miller said that members of the KBI and others investigating left the scene at approximately 9 p.m. that evening. While the official investigation continues, neighbors continue to give accounts. Heather Slattery, who lives next door to the house where the shooting took place, said the home was a center for older men and women with disabilities. They don't actually live there, Slattery said. Around 8 in the morning, workers bring the individuals to the home, and then they leave between 5 and 5:30. Slattery said because she has a young child, she was hesitant when she first heard who would be occupying the house. But since they have moved in, we have never had any problems with any of them, Slattery said. I've never had any cause for concern since they've been in the house. Slattery said she had spoken to the man who was killed Thursday several times in the past and had no negative interactions with him. She was home Thursday afternoon when the shooting took place. Slattery heard and saw some of the event, and while she did not want to go into detail about what she witnessed, she has filed an official statement with the Hayes Police Department. "I am pretty disturbed about the whole thing," Slattery said. The home is registered to New Age Services, a mental retardation and developmental disabilities community-based day and residential service provider. Folks, give me a reason why people wouldn't be afraid to have any interaction whatsoever. And that's why I'm adamant about building this bridge between the citizens and the police officers. Building a bridge, an understanding, a trust, and a commitment to one another. But that commitment runs deep. And it means things are going to have to change. I don't know any other way.